Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Committee meeting. Today is Thursday, September the 7th, 2023 at approximately 8:42 in the morning. I just want to make note that we are being recorded. We are having our meeting, and the only thing is that's not working is the screen, so that everybody is aware that it is working, but we don't see the screen. We're being taped.
Yes.
And so
I'll take the scotch.
we begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we have a moment of silence. Okay. Then we continue with taking roll call. Mr. Raymond Camina.
Present.
Mr. Gabriel Castillo.
Present.
Ms. Judith Gutierrez. Blasita Lopez.
Present.
Omar Minjas. Mr. Salo Otero.
Here.
Jorge Luis Quijano.
Here.
Marisa Ramirez, present. And Magali Rodriguez.
Present.
We have two of our members that are asking for an excused absence. Ms. Judy Gutierrez, she is ill today. And Mr. Omar Minjas, he's on a business travel.
So moved, Madam Chair.
I second. Motion carries to excuse our members. Do we have any public or citizen comments to bring to our meeting today?
The only thing that I wanted to bring up, Madam Chair, is that for those that we're going to be hosting right after our committee meeting, we're going to be hosting our first Laredo Marathon press conference. So we're working with Parks and PIO and our department as well. So you guys are welcome to stay. So that's at 10:30, but I know we all have busy schedules, but we're going to be having a press conference right after our committee. I'll be here in our lobby. So just wanted to make an announcement if you guys are welcome to stay. And if you have the time, you guys are more than welcome to be part of this event. This is going to be your first marathon, and we're in potential Boston qualifiers, so we're really excited. We're just waiting for the last approval, but it looks like hopefully it's gonna be a Boston qualifier, so it's gonna be a really big race. It's gonna touch majority of the city, so it's gonna be really unique. Yeah. So
This is not the tarmac.
No, this is it's the name of it, the official name is Laredo Marathon, and it's hosted and run by the city, managed by the city. Yeah, and November the 5th, it's gonna be the race.
Okay, because I'm getting confused because I just got called about another one, so then that's separate. So
Yeah, no,
this is, when is this one?
November 5th.
November 5th.
Talking about the runway, the 5K.
The 5K?
Oh, that's at the airport. Yeah, that's in October, I believe, October 7th or 9th? 7th, yeah.
So that's before this one.
That is correct. And that's at the airport, and it's a 5K.
Okay.
And then this one is a full marathon. Yeah. So really excited, but just wanted to make that announcement, because I know some of us, we have to leave, and so just wanted to let you guys know.
So there'll be a crowd out there when we leave.
Yeah, Fox is gonna be there, and PIO, yeah. So, yeah. So that's gonna
They're
happen.
not smiling at us.
No, they're not. They're not. So that's the announcement that I just wanted to bring up right now, Madam Chair, so.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Moving on to the approval of our minutes for the August 3rd, 2023 meeting, that's on page 3.
I'll move we approve the minutes, that's correct, there's any,
Second.
Motion carries for the approval of the minutes for the August 3rd, 2023 meeting. And then reviewing the year-to-date financial statements, the first page, which is on page 5.
Yes, Madam Chair, the financial statements is on page 5, all the way through page number 7. And we are finalizing or closing our budget basically by the end of this month. The 30th is when our budget closes, and then October 1st we start a new one. So we're finalizing pretty much everything. We're trying to make sure that everything that we have expensed or we have contracted through a purchase order, that we close those. And our deadline to do any last buys is on the 18th, so we have very few of them that, we pretty much have everything programmed. But everything on the financial statement, everything's going good on page 5. Page 6, you can see.
I just had a question on the budget, for this coming year, were y'all getting the approval for the new positions that y'all are lacking, or?
So right now, we hopefully,
Is that part of the budget?
yes, so hopefully by next month for sure we'll have a new sales coordinator, sales account coordinator that they're right now in the final process of getting everything with HR, all the background checks, everything that they need to submit.
So you selected a candidate?
Yes, we already have selected a candidate, and we're literally in the final stages of HR, going through all the process and doing their open enrollment, all that stuff, taking care of all that stuff, and then hopefully by this month, by the end of this month, he should be here, hopefully that way. But so for next meeting, we'll definitely introduce it to the team, and he's gonna start full force. So we're really excited. We're in the process of opening, finalizing the position for the marketing position as well. That's getting all the final stages with the HR, and then I believe Eileen wants to open up an additional, or she's gonna look into opening an additional sales position. So,
Are they from in town or out of town?
in town.
Both?
Well, the one that we currently hire is from in town. The other one still hasn't opened up. We haven't received any applications because it hasn't opened. It's in the final stages with
But that's
HR.
all part of, like, it can happen this coming in
Yes,
budget year?
yeah, for sure we're gonna get 2, and there's a possibility we might get a third, position, yeah. But we're really excited. We went through the process. We got a committee of different departments that work with us, and they help us with the final interviews. We had 2 candidates that are top candidates, so we're really, really excited.
Who has the final say so?
The department.
Your department.
That is
You did the interviews.
We did the interviews, and then for the finalist, we did a second interview where we got other directors within, that work close with us to give us a recommendation as well. And so that helped us make an easier decision closer to, because they were pretty close, but after the second interview, it really helped us out, and so we're really excited for that, so, yeah.
Excellent.
So, yeah, we're gonna see that, and then hopefully the other one, I would say probably midst of our new fiscal year, the other position, by the time it gets posted, and then it goes online and people start applying. So we probably won't, hopefully by the end of the year for sure, we should already have that person contracted, hired. But if you see manager on collections, we're doing good on page 7. And so we're really doing good, and like I said, our budget already got approved for next year as well. So once October 1st starts, we start already contracting the stuff that we can in advance, because some stuff it's to the latter part of the year, but as it's going, we start contracting that. So, any questions on the financial report?
Okay. Moving on to the August activity reports, I believe it all starts.
Page 9.
On page 9.
Yeah. So Madam Chair, we have this month was a little bit unique because we had staff out, so a lot I was out, and so we had staff that was out on vacations. And but we were still very, we had several things that I mentioned, the Laredo Marathon, that's a big event. We're hoping that we get that stamp of approval, the Boston qualifier, and that's gonna really attract a lot of people come in, into race. And, we, like I said, we're gonna be doing a press conference today. They're expecting about 200 runners. It might grow more because one of the things that they're doing, which I didn't even know, is that they could do a 2-leg marathon. So it's kind of like, basically doing a half marathon, but what is getting creative, a lot of people, they don't think they prepared enough to run the full marathon, so they do a 2-leg, so it's kind of like if you're doing like you pass a baton, I don't know.
Like a tag
Yeah.
team.
Huh? It's a tag team, yes, exactly, so I was kind of, I was like, why they do that? But it helps people register, it helps people come in more, and if it's a couple and, they wanna run it and they don't think they run the whole thing, so it's kind of cool. So, they say that that's very popular, so we're hoping with that it's gonna attract more. So we're definitely gonna push it in Mexico, through I know Casa Lado's already been on their Facebook Live, they've been mentioning it, and now that we're gonna have all the information with the maps, with registration, everything's already online. So we're really excited that hopefully from people from Mexico will come in and surrounding cities. So we're really excited for that.
So what,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not too
Mhm.
familiar, but
Yes.
what is a Boston qualifier? What exactly do you know?
So for the marathons, like the Boston Marathon is like
I mean, I know they're huge.
huge, that's like,
Right.
it's,
To qualify for that marathon.
yeah,
So
to-
For qualify, you need to go to races that specialize
Yeah.
and have certificate to qualify for that marathon.
yeah, so all the races, all the marathons that you register, they have to be Boston qualified, because if you wanna race in that, if you wanna compete in that, that's like the what do you call it, the World Series or the
Yeah.
Super Bowl of marathons. You have to get, like Dana mentioned, you have to participate, get those points, and, you get so many races that you have to do per year in order to qualify and be able to participate in
They're
that.
based on
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
It's a time.
it's
So
a time,
for the
yeah.
time.
So
you need
what-
to get
what-
certain
what-
time to go to register to, can't register for the marathon. You don't
Yeah.
have the time qualified, you can't go.
Yeah.
So then what is needed to become a qualifier?
So we actually had to, bring the representatives from the Boston qualifier. They actually had to, we had to drive, well, Parks did, we didn't, but Parks had to drive them around the route, make sure that it was
Check
the,
the route.
yeah, check the route, make sure that it was the miles that they're required, all the water stations, everything, make sure that everything is top to what all the requirements. Yeah, make sure that we, from start to finish, everything, they have to really see every inch, every corner, every angle of where the route was going to go.
Like they have like a checklist.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
it has
So once,
water.
yeah, so they were here for 2 days, and they did all that, and then now they're in the process, hopefully, God willing, we get them soon where they do the approval, yeah.
And once they approve, like, you're gonna promote.
Oh,
this is
we
a qualifier,
exactly, yes,
This is gonna
exactly.
happen.
Yes, because that's gonna be the anchor for more people to come in.
Yeah.
Because if it's just a regular race, well, it is good, for those that like to run there. But this is really, because now there's another race within Texas or South Texas or even from those that are from Mexico, northern Mexico, that they could compete here. They don't have to travel to, let's say, California, they don't have to go to Atlanta, they don't have to go further down. They could come to Laredo, race, still spend the night here, race here, shop here, everything, and then they race, and then, so that's why, and they told us that basically, once you get that certification, it's gonna last us for 10 years.
That's wonderful.
So that's a plus, because the idea is that we wanna do it, because there's a lot of runners, and this is a big market where people could come in from out of town, already come to our city, and, so the packet is gonna be, the pickup packet or the race packet, that's gonna be that at the stadium at Unitrade, so yeah, we're really, really excited for this race.
Is there any other Texas cities that are Boston qualified?
That I know of, personally I don't, cause the ones that are overseeing all that, and I can check, but the ones that are doing all that, it's Parks, but I'll check with Nora, Nora me.
I'll just Google it.
Yeah. I know that we're helping them with the advertising and the promotion and with hotel rates and all that stuff. But I know that I know there are some races, I don't know if we're in the midst or where, but but there are a few races.
San Antonio, but,
San Antonio, I know for sure San Antonio does one.
yeah.
I think they call it the rock and roll marathon.
big.
Yeah, it's really big, and they all just, it's really cool. They all make it very,
Hotels sell out.
Yeah,
everything is- it's a
and
huge event.
they're very established. The one in San Antonio, they've been doing it for at least 10 years, I would say, or more. So they're very established.
Ready for renewal.
Yeah, and so some of them is an organization that runs it. Like the one in San Antonio is actually an organization that's all they do, they put on races. But their fees are so expensive, like, to bring a race like that is gonna cost you just their administrative fee, it's like ridiculous. But because apparently they already have the database, they already have all that. But if we build it, and we do really good, then it will grow, and, that's the idea, that we wanna, make sure that the money comes in and not really come out, so, really excited for that.
That's a very, very good.
Yeah,
Great opportunity.
Great opportunity.
yeah, no, definitely, we're really excited, and, we already kicked off. Yes, very different, yeah. So right now, we are, finalizing the hotel rate sheets that we're gonna provide, and the website's already up and running, through the Parks and Leisure website. There's already a QR code that you scan it, you can register. It has a link of the map, so they're already gonna put up the hotel, so we're really excited. And obviously, we have, great sponsors that are helping us as well, with this event, and, so, yeah, we're really excited for that. And, we already started kicking off. I've been emailing hotels for rates for the World Olympics. Something unique about this year is that this is the first time in history that we're gonna be doing a swimming event, now that we have the natatorium. So we're really excited for that, for this year. So, we added an additional event for World Olympics, and, so we've been sending out, emails to leads to hotels and getting those rates, and I'm really excited. But the only difference compared to other years is that the rate's a little bit higher, but obviously it's the market, but it's everywhere. But yeah, we're really excited for this upcoming year. And in Monterrey, we had our activation on page 10. Something that was kind of interesting, I don't know if Reina and Vedades, they planned it, but everything was kind of pink, and it happened to be that it was the Barbie theme. What kind of you said?
The original was another different color, but when they start building, they noticed that they have a movie theater, and the Barbie start when the activation starts.
Yeah.
So we made this selfie booth that looks like a Barbie. You can see the Barbie, so the people can go and take photos. And that's a very interesting place because they have the Oficina de Pasaportes. So the people that go, they have an idea to travel, so we can promote Laredo as a part of the destination. That's a great option. And also we have the movie theater, so the people go in and participate. And I can have the report for next meeting. I can have the complete report, the activation with photos and video, and how many people went.
Great.
That's we made it. That's like one thing I like in Mexico, that we said something that we can make that. Okay, do it.
Yeah. It's easier for us to make changes, and I was saying right now, Matt, like, it was crazy, like, how we adjusted right away, but that movie, and it was crazy, and it just worked out really good for us. And like you mentioned, being in the theater, and being where everybody that's gonna get their passports to come into the US, obviously, that those people travel. So we were in an ideal location, and so, yeah, it was crazy. Everybody was posting pictures, and then they're acting like mannequins, so that was kind of cool. But, yeah, that was really, really interesting, that activation. So, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. And the other thing that I wanted to bring, Madam Chair, it's the Laredo letters. I don't know if y'all saw when you were coming, there's already some here.
Yes, I saw.
They're gonna already finish installation today. So Bridge 1 is hopefully it's gonna be up and running. They just need to level the letters. The ones at Unitrade Stadium were installed before the playoffs, or before the start of the playoffs, and they're colored red, white, and blue, and the colors of Mexico, so the US flag and the Mexican flag. So that's pretty unique, that's kind of cool. And then obviously the one at the library, it's already in the South Laredo, it's already, they're already installed. So right now we're gonna do Bridge 1, and then we're gonna go to North Central Park. And Eileen's working with our consultant for the arts and culture, where they're gonna, hopefully, we get artists soon to start painting the letters. So we're hoping that we could get some artists, either local or, I don't know how they do on how they select, the artists. And, but we are really excited yesterday that we were installing and people were taking pictures. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna send it to Chicago, and I'm like, what, like crazy. So there's a guy, oh, I wanna take in my bike, and I used to live in Chicago, I'm gonna send it to my family. So it's serving its purpose, and people are gonna see it, and that's what we wanted, so we're really, something uniqueness, so we're really excited that, now it's coming more into fruition, and now we're seeing them more. We still have a few of them that are, the airport is gonna be another location, but where we're gonna install them there, as you know, the airport's doing so many, so much construction, they're adding, a couple projects, so an area that we were gonna put it right now is gonna affect, if we install them, they were afraid that they were gonna damage them, and so we are kind of waiting. Those might be installed after October 1st, because the contractor still is working on that project. So as soon as the airport gives us a green light, that's gonna be another location where we're gonna be installing the letters. So, but I know that, because I live in the South Laredo area, so I pass through the library, and it's really nice seeing them when you're driving through, through Zapata Highway. And once they're colored and painted, that's gonna look even nicer. So getting those people to go out there, especially with COVID, we wanted for people to go out there, run and be outside, so.
The outdoors.
The outdoors.
And the weather's changing.
Yeah.
It's
And-
gonna, hopefully sooner.
Sooner, and our marketing team, has been working on a design with doing a map with the Laredo letters and connecting with all that. So want to make sure that it's all cross-promoted and people are aware of it, and eventually put it on our website, put it on the app. And
Tourist attraction,
yes,
maybe.
exactly. Popular, the murals map, so now we're gonna do a Laredo letters map. I don't know how they're calling it, but we're really excited for that. But yeah, our team comes up with great ideas, and they execute them, and so we're really excited for that. Yeah. God bless you. And I wanted to finish with the last part of page 11 and 12. Eileen and Reina attended the TACBB annual conference, which is our association, the Texas Association of Convention Investors Bureau. It was in College Station, and Reina got the opportunity to finish her certification, so she's officially she got her TBN, which is the Texas Marketer designation. So she went through, I believe there's 12 different categories of tourism, sales, within all kinds of levels, administration, so marketing, and she already competed, so she joined Eileen and myself on getting that recognition, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it was 3 years in the making, but it takes a little bit long because it's only one conference or two if you go to the winter. So it does take you a little bit, and I think the hardest one is the history, because there's a module of history, and you have to go to tours, and when you travel to the city, you have to sign up. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult for our staff because it's normally the day before the registration, so sometimes for us to make that expense and travel. So, but because they saw the difference, they added it during the week, and so they make modifications. So, but I think that's the challenge for everyone, the history, because history is very important. And Eileen, the other thing that Eileen got recognized for serving in the board for 3 years as the board of directors for the state association. So it was they got recognitions. Laredo was there a lot of times for the TBM and obviously for the board. So Eileen's already officially out of the board, and I think she was chair of the signing auction, and
Yeah,
they did really good.
And both are in the education committee.
Yeah, in the education
I think that
committee,
makes
yeah, so she's really involved there. Like, Reina was pulled into the signing auction committee as well. But yeah, they did pretty good for, you know, being a one-man show, and then like I said, Reina helped out, they did really good. They collected over $7,000 for the association, so, yeah,
That's great,
yeah.
great.
And so that's really on our activity, Madam Chair, that's really the activities that we have for this month. You can see from page 14, our engagements, our analytics, all the way to page 15. And then on page 16 is, you can see the list of events that we have coming up for this month, all the way to November. And I'm not sure if we all have any questions regarding to the report or anything on the activities, the 3-month activity.
Does anybody have any questions or concerns or recommendations?
Yeah.
So is, Susan Miguel,
Go ahead.
Susan Miguel de Allende, what is the purpose? Are trying to bring them to
Yeah,
sister cities or?
That
what
for
is the
sister cities,
purpose?
and the sister cities, and also they invited the city because that's the 40 years anniversary of the firefighters.
Oh.
And we are sister cities, and I think that a long time ago, we donated fire truck. So they want to recognize the city at the event.
Oh.
So that's a small delegation.
That's nice.
yeah, it's a small delegation that's going, and the idea is trying to bring them back and come in, and a lot of what the fire department is from other regions, from Mexico and Canada, because of our training facility, and so obviously that's a big plus. And you know, where the city's constantly you know, growing with that. You know, there's in talks of fire stations at Columbia Bridge, by South Laredo, where the sports complex is going to be built. So that's the idea, is to really connect more of those dots and bring them together and merge them more, and continue working, and you know, and so that's one of the reasons why.
There's an invitation for sending it again.
Yeah,
Well, that's good information because we didn't know that, so. You
yeah.
know, if it's something that's in the past, it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, but they want
Yeah.
it's a celebration here.
Yeah.
40 years anniversary of the firefighters.
Give me that plus one.
I'll carry everybody's money. But it's really running in and out, so that's okay, God bless you guys. The only thing that we forgot to add here on the activity is that we are gonna have the holiday market at the outlets, and that's 17, 18, and 19 as well.
November.
November, yes, so that's, for some reason, we missed that, but
17, 18,
and
and
19, yes, at the outlet shops.
hopefully we have good weather.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure. It was rain.
It was
Rain. Yeah.
And then we're like, I'm going
Yeah.
Mr. Otero, I believe you have something.
Oh, yes,
Comment
yes,
on that, Pan American Golf Association,
Mm-hmm.
if we could put it on the record,
Yes, sir.
Dr. George Barrera was a big golfer and very much associated with Pan American Golf Association.
Mm-hmm.
And if these crazy people from the Golf Association would recognize that when they're here,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody may and somebody should point it out to them. Because a lot of times people come here and no saben.
Mm-hmm.
But you say, hey, there was a guy, he used to have his shop here, he was what do you call it, an eye doctor on the island, and he was here for a number of years.
Mm-hmm.
Golfed at Casablanca for years and years,
Yeah.
and if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who started the Pan American Golf Association here in Laredo. And here, these guys are coming in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think, I know we mentioned it a couple of times, that they should recognize, the man. He died about a year ago or so, but, if these guys come in and don't mention Dr. George Barrera, shame on them and shame on us that we didn't ask him to.
Yeah, I don't know how the Luis is the president right now for the board, and they have their schedule, and we're basically just help them facilitate with hotels and we help them facilitate with their needs, and we don't really take care of anything of their agenda, their program. I know that they have a meeting for their delegates, that they call them their
Right.
members.
I'm just
Yeah.
commenting that.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
sorry,
somebody from the
sorry, why don't you write the bio, you obviously.
I did, I had.
Well,
I-
give it to them.
I had.
I think if they have a bio, they have already
Yeah.
something to show them.
But,
At least they can give it to them and
yeah,
say,
we will contact those
Yeah.
people and say, hey, guys,
So better.
but if somebody from there calls you guys,
Yeah.
and if you guys say, who? Shame on us.
We would appreciate if we had more
Yeah,
information.
if you wanna share with us, Cisalo,
Yeah, no. We already had, and, we're not bashful.
yeah.
The other conference happening in the historical conference, that conference happened, is it like, I see it's the 43rd, so
Uh-huh.
is it like, do you have an idea where does that normally happen, or is it like all over Texas?
It's all over, so it's all over Texas,
Yeah.
and so they move it around, and we got awarded, for this year, and,
It's the first time, right? that you-
no, we've actually gone to them several times. Yeah. Since Blasito was there, like, it's San Juanita Hunter. Yeah.
She was the
The
main
Yeah.
force being behind bringing
Yeah,
that.
and now it's Miss Reach, Sylvia Reach, she's the one,
Yeah.
she's the president for the Laredo Local Genealogical Society. And then, there's another one, another organization that has to do with the history, and she's part of that too, but yeah, we've hosted them several years now, and they always love Laredo, we keep them coming, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like we had them for a while.
And then it kinda stopped.
Martinez Hunter was around, and then it stopped, and now they're coming back, so, yeah.
Yeah, they come back, yeah.
That's good.
She was one of the biggest advocate for Sister City.
Yeah.
I sat in
customer too.
Yeah,
the folklorico dancers, she
Yeah.
would sit there, yeah, she was a big.
She had a love for life.
yeah.
Do you have any participation with the 16 de septiembre festivities or anything, you as the CBB not like that?
No, not really. I've been invited to some of the meetings. I've been participating in some of the meetings, but not as part of the actual
Yeah,
event.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do it here already?
Yeah, they're gonna do it right
The
here.
Yeah.
The city as a whole is assisting this year with several of the services. But, I mean, we do our promotion, that type of thing, but not with the actual.
Just a
logistics.
suggestion, I came last year to an
Mhm.
event here, and I think it was pretty crowded compared to
The
Oh, the
plaza.
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 yeah.
I feel like there's like a better.
And I don't know why they moved it over here, I don't know what was, yeah,
Different councils, different
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah,
But, I'll bring that to
yeah.
the council.
Where's over here, like?
It's right here by-
Or?
yeah, it's a
Right here,
city.
the Esplanade.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Arches?
Oh, the big arch,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's what he does at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, it felt like a better flow and,
Yeah.
it was more enjoyable, like to be
Yeah.
around the plaza than.
Yeah, because I think it's the one at San
Yeah.
Luis Plaza.
And the Plaza de Dia is to recreate what happened in Mexico. They have the plaza, they have the
Yes.
church, they have the balcony, so that's the idea to
Yes, I
recreate
think
that.
it looks
Yeah.
more,
There's
it's
another
a,
one, the park is here,
Yeah.
our national park.
Yeah, they might do it
oh,
there.
yeah.
share those
Yeah.
comments with the council and, yeah.
What's gonna be unique that hopefully we'll have the letters already. They're not gonna be
Yeah.
painted, but they're
But
gonna be,
we'll have the letters, yeah.
so a lot of people are gonna take advantage.
Yeah, because a lot of people get excited about
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a big
It's a
thing.
And it's something that can, possibly grow or have a little
Yeah.
bit more potential.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have any kind of an event to celebrate the letters, the installation of the monuments?
Yes, but not until we have them painted. So this is a two-part, I'm not quite mentioned
Yeah,
the
he
two-part.
did.
But yeah, once we have them painted, we'll do the official unveiling of the letters.
And they're gonna be like different colors?
Yes,
letters?
different designs, different colors. So what we want, the idea is for each set to have a different, look,
Yeah.
exactly. A different artist, a different, feel, so that they can, it's almost like a scavenger hunt, that you wanna go to all the different points where the letters are, so you can take a picture.
Maybe like the different cultures or something
Yeah.
like that.
Exactly, different representations of the area.
Yeah.
So Upward Studio, which is our public arts consultant, is helping us put together the bid and find the artists, yes, for each set of letters, so we're
That's
excited.
very nice.
Yeah.
We'll have pictures of you guys too.
I was saying they were selling them yesterday and people were all taking pictures, so we think these are gonna be, and Monica mentioned yesterday, these are gonna be some of the most
Oh,
photographed
yes.
ones.
Yeah.
Because there's the ones at the stadium, North Central Park, the airport, but these are
The
gonna
traffic, like.
Yeah.
be people walking, I mean, it's a perfect
Yeah,
spot
but
for
it was like, oh my god, they're awesome. So really excited.
Yeah.
I need something else to beautify downtown, you know, so
yeah, a
it's
little
really,
bit of
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Loretto, before you leave,
Yes.
Yeah.
take your picture.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
You wanna come back every time.
It would be a good idea to include in the designs of like tags or hashtag or
Yeah.
Yes.
the websites,
Yes.
all the
And maybe we
social.
can do that in a little plastic.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't say it, I was
Yeah.
on to that.
Yeah. We can do that in a little
Yeah.
plaque so that it's consistent with all
The
the.
hashtag and the.
letters.
Great, nice, thank you.
I didn't think it was them.
Thank you.
I apologize for the late arrival. I was in a meeting with Mr. Nev on another race that's gonna happen, a binational race with Nuevo Laredo, so there's gonna be a half marathon.
What's your excuse? Your written excuse?
I'll make sure it was, I'll get one for Mr. Ivan. And there's gonna be a binational race next week. It's a half marathon next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next one, so,
On the 16th.
on the 16th, yes.
Where is
It's a
that
really
gonna
short
be?
time frame.
Yes, yes, it is.
to-
It's gonna be in downtown. It's gonna start at San Agustin West. Yeah. So,
Are they gonna cross? Are the runners gonna cross?
they're gonna, yes. So it's a caminata, a 5K, and a 10K, and a half marathon.
That's really nice.
For what I understand, they did this last year, not the half, they did the 5 and the 10, and at the end there was a big, like, verbena, a big party over there, a big festival, so.
That's awesome. That's wonderful.
Are we doing announcements? Or are we
Yes.
at the-
We can.
Okay.
You have the
Yes.
floor.
I wanted to ask, only because I got something for you all, and I we already have one, but I wanted to give you all the Jovita Ida quarter. And y'all have it?
Oh. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel.
I'll take that. Very nice, very cool.
Can you pass this down to them? No?
Is it going?
And
Yeah.
not only,
Very nice.
oh, there you go, you got one.
Thank you.
My only question was, I've asked different people what they're doing to commemorate this, and no one seems to have taken the lead on anything. And, the only one that did it was a newspaper, but they just wanted to sell something. So, I'm sorry for the sake of history.
I have
But-
terrible eyes, but her what she's wearing has words in it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, it does?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Las cimitas como una lupa, porque pues.
Yeah.
Now Billy Festival at the Pavito Park, or press conference there.
Well, that's my question, you know, who's doing what? Because I, usually they leave it up to IBC to do it. And people were asking me about it, and I said, well, I was preparing for this because we still don't have it officially at the teller lines.
Oh.
So I went ahead and bought these on my own.
Thank you.
But I was waiting to hear somebody say something like, okay, Heritage Foundation, or, you know, somebody. Nelly Viena brought something up, but then I told her, I said, I bought a bunch. I said, so if you wanna do something, I'm more than happy to donate them if you wanna give them away for something. But I didn't hear back either, so I don't know, nobody.
We haven't heard anything. I mean, you're the first person that.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Did you get one? No?
Latita. If you take a picture of it and you invite it, you'll see all the work. We
Oh,
just did
good
that, and
thinking.
there's tons of work.
Good thinking. Did you take it out of the bag?
No, and it says Mexican, American, it has her name, her
She's,
picture.
if y'all don't know the story, I encourage you to look it up. She's really, she's a badass.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just in short, it is worthy of an event. So Gabriel, thank you for bringing that idea forward. It's worthy of an event. Thank you for bringing the idea forward.
Is there a date on the,
On the release? It's already been announced, so it's already available at the US Mint. I think
Okay.
it's up to every financial institution to order them. They're available. I mean, you just buy them. So they're available, so it's already been released. And that's why I thought, well, I was kind of waiting, I said, well, I'm here, that's why I bought them ahead of time, because I kept waiting to see when they were coming out. Finally, when it said they're available, I got them, and I got them within like 4 days, 3 days. But the bank itself, I asked the bank too, and I said, they said, well, we can, I said, yes, order them.
I just a post from the website that today is the birthday,
the anniversary?
anniversary of the.
That doesn't happen to every city, and that's my point, is that not every city has a person, you know, have a coin dedicated to them. So, I don't know, I mean, we support anyone who has a plan to do something, you know, but I was hoping it would come from a historical entity, you know,
Yeah.
someone supporting.
Yeah. I'll ask, and I'll also, bring up the conversation with management to see if there's anything that has been planned to.
It's a milestone. It's really
Yeah,
great.
that's
The
awesome.
last, when I recall, just this is historical context for how we got the name at the park, it was presented by Meg. Meg Guerra went to city council, and she presented the idea of naming that Bartlett Soccer Complex after Jovita. And then Councilmember Vielma, got that approved at council. And then, after that, there was, I guess a celebration for the opening and the unveiling of the new name, but that was where it stayed.
Yeah, I know,
If we could put that event at that park too,
Yes.
yeah.
that'd be cool. Even just a press conference, or,
Yeah,
So just food for thought.
and then Google did a doodle about Jovita Island. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yes.
So she's been mentioned by different entities throughout the years.
Yes.
And the Google Doodle was really
The
cool
Google
too.
Doodle was really, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Garcia, may I interject? As a retired educator, I still teach. So when I substitute, I do teach history. So I'm gonna make it a point, because I do this, I introduce something relevant, or, and in this case, very relevant.
Yeah.
So when I get those, whoever I have, fifth, fourth, first grade, whatever, I'm gonna take it.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, I always do that, yeah.
I think every educator should have that on the top of their list.
Today's a
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Today would have been a perfect day for an event.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you for bringing it
Yeah.
up.
Even more special,
Appreciate it.
on her birthday, you
I
can
know.
gift. Thank
We
you.
plan on it.
Very well planned.
Yeah, I know.
So we can go to the bank and ask for this quarters at the bank. We can go at the bank.
They don't have them yet. The bank is out, because I asked the bank to order them, and so I said, yes, order them. Should we? I said, yes. You know, but I had, like I said, done this on my own, because I was looking it up.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
To go further with like having an event, since that's District 5, is it okay to go to the Prevent Lucales and suggest that to him for that park?
Well, like I said, I thought somebody might have already started that, but maybe that would be something to bring up. Who's Ruben's rep here?
Mijas, Omar.
Oh, okay.
Omar, yeah.
We have it here.
You
Like, it
can
keeps
talk
on
to them.
Do you have any other questions or comments to bring to our meeting today?
I don't know, sorry.
Go ahead, I'm gonna adjourn. Go.
Joel already mentioned that we have at 10:30 the press conference, so if you have, I know we finished a little bit before, but if you wanna get coffee and then come back. I know you all have busy days ahead, but yeah, we have the marathon coming up, so.
This is a really short meeting.
I know, But to be completely honest, August was a very fast month for all of us. We were all kind of recovering from sister cities and trips and traveling and all that, so August went really, really fast. So now I feel like September, we stop and we kick off the new year, the sales season, a different season for us. So we're excited. Yes.
We're excited about the new.
We're excited too. We're
Very
really,
much
really
needed.
excited. Yes.
So it's confirmed that you're gonna get a second person for sales?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I already requested the change in the position.
Mhm.
HR already approved the request of the change, and so we're
So
getting a
it's just
second
gonna
person.
be a change, so not an additional position, right? Like, you didn't get an additional position, so it's just a
Well-
change of pretty much, right?
Because I truly believe the CVBs in the 90s and the CVBs in the 20s require different things. And I feel like in the 90s it was very clerical heavy, and we are not clerical heavy anymore. And so those clerical positions are now turning into sales. That's what we needed. So that's why I wasn't fast to recruit a clerical position. I wanted to reassess and exactly what we truly need is sales. We need to better support you all, we need to better support all the attractions in promoting, actively selling out, bringing back the Cinco de Mayos, all those things that we used to do. By having a sales team, we'll be able to do that. So,
Well, it's very efficient to be able to make those decisions. We no longer need the clerical levels, we need the sales levels. And I think that's great, it's just shifting the money to a better opportunity.
Exactly, so that's what we did. And hopefully as we grow, we'll be able to bring another position. So right now we are replacing the positions that we used to have. But as we grow, we have space. We designed this office for growth. So as we grow, I don't see why management.
Yeah, because support positions are still very much
Exactly.
needed. So you can actually concentrate on
Exactly.
what's needed.
Yes.
So having the support, I think
Yes.
it's very important.
Yeah. So we want to have a good team going out. We want to have a good team here. But yeah, we're making changes so that we can better also support.
Next budget season, I don't know the position.
Push
for that.
I have a question for Gabriel. Do they have something like that at Chamber of Commerce? People that go out and sell the city?
Sell the city, no, that's their job. It's here.
It's here.
They sell business, but they don't sell the city. I mean, sell the city for business.
I can't hear very well, but
They sell the city for business, and they have a mission to do that along with the Laredo Economic Development Corporation. So that's pretty primarily the way it goes. It's a much more limited staff because it's not funded by government the way the city is. So So it's very different. The challenges are different.
Right,
Chamber is more towards the
Yeah.
inside of the city.
right.
We are focused towards the outside.
Okay. Because she's right, I'll never forget this, this is a quick story. Okay, I said it, no.
That was good.
We used to have, Texas Sport Tennis Association used to have conferences in different parts of town, on different parts of the state. I was at a sport tennis conference, and just for the hell that I said, hey, where are we gonna have our next one? And the guy from Abilene. Hey, no, they had already said, we're going to Abilene. And I said, I raised my hand, I says, well, come to Laredo. No, now we have two choices. Everybody in that Texas Sport Tennis Association says, we're going to Laredo. Who wants to go to Abilene? The guy said. This was in 1974 or 5. Because it was eye-to-eye contact, and it was, we were there, and we said, Laredo was a big attraction back then because of no Laredo. But they said, Abilene, who wants to go to Abilene?
They wanted to.
That's my story of going to Laredo.
That's a good story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And for Black Friday, are you guys planning press conference here or over there?
In Monterrey. In Monterrey. Yes, so if you all yes, we have,
They have the trip here.
no, que quiere ir.
Yes, okay. Sounds good. Yes, so they have a meeting.
Do we have a motion to close our meeting?